Carry the forbidden fruit through the hot country. Last long is still unleashed, wait to be sold. Its value is priceless, or life that we've all been told.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Metal Movies and Brewskis Live. This is episode 27. I'm your host, Matt Burke, and my voice is a little hoarse. I've been doing some recording today, so got a new way to record and new process of doing that. So yeah, I've been going all out on it. So I'm throwing out my voice in the process, but got a fun show packed tonight for you guys. A lot of interesting topics. Little bit. I don't really do drama on the show, but we're gonna probably get into a little bit tonight. Not the typical drama in the circles that some of you that are in with me, but stuff adjacent to it. The first topic, though, I wanted to jump in was some metal news in regards to Schaefer, the guitar player of Iced Earth. He well, let me just bring it up right now. We can talk about it. Let's see here. Yeah, man, as far as I'm concerned, that man's a real patriot, man. And he's just been treated like dog shit, you know. And hopefully he can rise above and, get out of that current, get out of prison, man. It's horrible what they're doing to him. John Schaefer. So this is it right here. Blabbermouth. This is like a woke fucking metal news site, but, most of them are. Most people in metal are fucking liberal, fucking, not all of them, not this guy. Judge delays John Schaefer's sentencing until September. Oh damn, got this stupid ad up right here. Sorry guys. Yeah. Yeah, till September. It was supposed to be August 2nd, so we passed that up, and the decision came less than a month after the Supreme Court sided with the January 6th Capitol riot defendant in a ruling that could affect hundreds of prosecutions, including the criminal case against Schaefer. U.S. Attorney Matthew M. Graves asked the judge to delay Schaefer's hearing for 30 to 60 days in light of the Supreme Court's decision. We got a Judas Priest video right here playing in the background. Oh, Judas Priest. The United States seeks a brief continuance to assess the impact of the Supreme Court's decision, Graves stated in his request earlier this month. Such a continuance would not prejudice the defendant or the court. To the contrary, it would help to ensure the uniform and consistent approach before each judge of the district and circuit. The United States has consulted with the defense, and they do not oppose this continuance request. U.S. District Attorney Judge Amit P. Mehta had previously moved Schaefer's sentencing date from February 20th, as the Iced Earth guitarist was scheduled to undergo an undisclosed medical procedure with the need for a recovery afterwards. In January 2022, Mehta granted the U.S. government request to share sealed materials from the case involving Schaefer's role in the U.S. Capitol riot case as a discovery to the three main Oath Keepers. And Oath Keepers, man, from what I understand, they're just some, a lot of military, ex-military, law enforcement dudes that want to kind of get the country back on track, dude. I haven't done any deep diving into their organization, but that's what it seems like, man. And they're always calling them far this and far that. And yeah, no, I don't think so. So yeah, man, prayers go out to that guy, man. You know, he got thrown in prison during the January 6th thing, where fucking bunch of if you look at it, it looked like SmackDown or Raw, when the, you know, like they're like leading people into the Capitol building, and yeah, it was just ridiculous, man. Really fucking ridiculous. It was so staged. But next up, man, I want we got some news on some stuff I think's metal as fuck. People that have subscribed to this channel, fans of Howard, including myself, and yeah, man, it's some stuff that we can start getting into that right now. So go ahead and start bringing some of that. So there's Heroic Signatures by Titan Comics, you know, in conglomerate with them. They're making these new Conan the Barbarian figures, and they're actually based off of Robert De La Torre's Conan artwork. As you can see here, there's some weapons off to the side. It looks like Elborax pistol. Solomon Kane's Reaver is also his cat stick that he gets, I believe, from Nalanga. Announced at San Diego Comic-Con. Check out this epic new Conan action figure in development. This is a figure based on Rob De La Torre's Blackstone free comic book day cover. There's a special Blackstone figure that we are making for the event. This Conan figure will be 30 to 32 points of articulation, double jointed knees and elbows. These figures will be just shy of 7 inches tall, and we'll go with other like Fire and Ice mythic legends. We are planning on doing many of Conan's iconic looks, along with action figures of his most well-known allies and enemies, along with other Robert E. Howard characters. We are also going to do Hyborian Age army builders. So that's going to be pretty cool, man. And they're also like asking about, like, you know, in the comment section, like what people want. You know, I was saying Bram McMorn and Solomon Kane, of course, you know, love to see those guys. And then they were talking about, basically, they were talking about, having like a lower price point, you know, which I thought was really cool. I thought that, you know, having a bunch of Conan figures would be cool. Some Robert E. Howard figures, you know, give them to the kid. I know my son would get a kick out of those. There's also some more news too I wanted to show you guys about Conan. Kind of a triple threat thing tonight. Let's see what we got right here. We got the Wolverine, or not the, we got the Conan right here. Still haven't seen the Wolverine. Still haven't seen Deadpool and Wolverine yet. Let's see here. Thought it was pretty funny. Yeah. It's the Mortal Kombat Conan. That's right. Conan's going to be in the new Mortal Kombat game. But he's not going to be he's going to be having the likeness of Arnold Schwarzenegger, but it's not going to be his voice. So I think that's kind of funny. But yeah, man, it just poses a lot of questions, like what type of fatalities he's going to have, you know, what type of finishing moves, what have you. They're also going to have Ghostface from the Scream franchise and the T-1000. Robert Patrick, he's lending his voice. Also did Peter Weller, and also Rambo. Sylvester Stallone did his, but no Arnold Schwarzenegger. I guess he's against violence in video games, kind of like what's his name, Jim Carrey. But Schwarzenegger does TV shows still, like Fubar. So I don't understand why he's anti video game violence, but full bore movie and TV show violence. Kind of stupid as fuck. But and then they got like Cyrax and Sector. I think they race swapped them again. You know, I was doing their race swaps. That shit's pretty lame. Or a gender swap too. Yeah, but you couldn't really tell. I mean, they might have been packing some breasts under that armor. I don't know. Back in the day, I don't know. But actually, no, there was a dude. Yeah, no, there were dudes. I remember. Yeah, they're always doing that. Always switching it up, man. Don't know why. Don't know why they got to keep doing that. Well, actually, I do know, but you know, it's an old thing now. Every now and then, though, you gotta talk about it. One more thing here too on Conan. Again, it's a a triple. It's a triple, guys. You got it right here. Let's see here. Conan. Yeah. So Conan the Barbarian. Check this out, guys. It's going to be Curse of the Blackstone. Blackstone is something that is found throughout Robert E. Howard's lore in the Howard verse. It's old canon, and yeah, this is going to be the first. This is going to be a new miniseries that's coming from Titan and Heroic Signatures. But right here, man, you got the Del Torre cover with Solomon Kane versus Conan. I was telling Brian Kreisgau, man, I got $5 on Conan, and you know, Brian being the #1 fan of Solomon Kane, yeah, he knows Kane's going to take him. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. You know, they're going to have to team up. And also, big news is that Jim Zub, man, he's killing it over there. The writer is doing like 90% of the writing over there for these books. He's got a three-year contract renewal with Heroic Signatures. So that's killer news, man. I can't wait to see what's coming next. I do know that on the main story, he's doing they're tiptoeing over the Frost Giant's daughter. So some pretty cool art right here. Yeah, and that's El Borak right there. So this one, what's really cool about this is that they're going to be expanding the Howard verse. You know, so you're going to get like El Borak. You might get a little Brad McMorn. You're going to get the Occult Detectives, Carolyn and I forgot his name. The other guy. It's two guys. They have two last names that start with a K, and then their first names are the same. But yeah, man, killer stuff. I can't wait to check this out. Zub's going to be around for another 3 years, and looks like we're going to be getting Conan for 3 more years. Hopefully it keeps working out, you know. Solid. Let's see what we got in the chat. Hey, what up, man? What's cracking, brother? How you doing? Edwin. You guys can go check out his book, Ace 3. Edwin, if you want, man, I don't have the link pulled up, but if you want to drop those links, brother, for the campaign, go right ahead, brother. You get in there and do that, man. I was talking about the Wolverine earlier, and a little bit of a drama, you know, and I guess we'll get into some of that right now. I don't know what most people are talking about, what most people think, but I think I'm in the minority about this, so I kind of wanted to talk about it a little bit and see. I don't know, maybe people. If you guys watch this video, leave a comment. You know, if you're here live, you want to leave a comment talking about it. But I'm definitely gonna get into it right now. And that is Wolverine co-creator Roy Thomas. He's not too happy. His name wasn't in there, man. I guess a lot of the times as part of a co-creator. So he's implying you know, basically that Marvel's now starting to put his name in there. So I guess some of the things that he is stating is true. If Marvel was going to do that, he must have some proof. You know, a lot of people are saying that he might be lying or that he's acting like an asshole or something like that. And, you know, but we'll see, man. Right here, he says, I'm especially pleased that just as I have importuned them to do it at every opportunity I've ever had, even if they did so for their own good reasons, not because of my suggestions. Right here, I'm going to jump to it. Taking John Romita's two-figure concept sketch and turning it into a 20-page story and superhero battle in The Incredible Hulk number 181 was every bit as important as Lin Wing taking my original requirements as to name, nationality, small stature, and fierce disposition and turning it out that for story. Okay. So, I mean, that's 4 things, man, from what I heard on the internet, because there's some, I think that dude, what's his name? One of the big last big comic book YouTubers guys was saying that he just came up with the name and the nationality. And they're calling Roy Thomas a bitch because he wants basically maybe he wants a little money, maybe he wants like $5 or a beer or some shit. And he's like old as fuck. How dare he? Probably needs like medical bills paid. And these guys on YouTube are flipping out, and artists in the industry are fucking crying about it. Dude, if he made the name, bro, there wouldn't be Wolverine. He'd be fucking Wolf-erine, or he'd be Baby Bear. You know what I mean? And right now it's saying that he came up with the small stature. That's huge, man. You know, That's all about branding. If his name isn't Wolverine, I think that's fucking that's retarded, dude. Why are people going so hard on him? And he's old, dude. You know, it's like them going after Frank Miller. You know, when he's all old. I don't understand that shit either. It's fucking crazy. You know, what if? Yeah, man. And he's saying that he came up with the adamantium thing, right there, right? Wolverine being a mutant, and the notion that Romita devised claws were made of adamantium, a little metal I tossed into an earlier Avengers comic. So he might have some receipts, man. And I don't know. I guess a lot of the widows are getting mad because he might want like a beer or something. You know, I don't know, man. I don't. And then I think Rob Liefeld was tripping and saying some shit too. But it's like, dude. I mean, if I made up all that shit, I'd be fucking pissed, bro. If I wasn't getting recognized and I wasn't getting my name, I wasn't getting my $5 either. You know, brand recognition. I mean, what if Wolverine was from New York? You know, what's he gonna say? You know, like, hey, you're looking at me. Hey, guy. Hey, you want these claws? You know, or what if he's from Texas? You know, I mean, what's he gonna do? Morning, Buck. What's he gonna say? How you doing, Buck? Instead of Bub. You know. I don't get it, You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Like that whole, what are you doing, bub? Like you're not going to get none of that, Like, so I don't understand. Everybody's slipping out on Roy Thomas right now. To me, I think it's pretty fucked up, dude. But yeah, that's my drama, That's my comic book drama, And Roy's going to be coming around the mountain writing some fucking Conan too. And that's not why I'm like sticking up for him because I love the Conan shit. It's just a fact, dude. Like if he did create all that shit about Wolverine, that's like some big shit, dude. And the movie's fucking huge. And he ain't getting no $5 for that. Come on, dude. The movie's making $1 billion. It's just fucking dumb. So, anyways, so yeah, guys, I also wanted to talk about the new Batman cape. You guys seen the new Batman cape? Looks like we got 4 people watching right now. I don't have this on Twitter right now. We can probably get a couple more if I did. But reset. But yeah, dude, that Roy Thomas shit, dude, that shit irks me, bro. Like he did all that shit and didn't get any. He's not getting any. He has to be getting something of it because they're trying to put his name in there. So yeah, let's take a look. We got the new Batman cape. I seen it. Absolute Batman. I just kind of looked at it. Some dude posted something on Twitter about a week or so ago, and I was like, yeah, I dig the the Kelly Jones ears, the big ears, and the big, Frank Miller bodysuit, like or body physique, like hulkish Batman. That's cool. And he had like the leather straps around his arms, kind of like the Crow, like Eric Draven. You know what I mean? So I thought that was cool, but I always thought the cape, there was something up with it. Like, what the fuck's up with that cape? But I guess right here, bleeding Cucks got a little preview on here. There's more stuff out there right now, but you can see the cape right here. Kind of splits open into like a few sections. It looks like it's got hooks on it as well. And Batman's an engineer in here. It's just like a whole different take on the character. He's not. I don't know if he's wealthy or what, but he is an engineer now. So right there, you can see. It says artist Nick Dragotta draws on the manga influences that make his work so identifiable, with the strong kinetic feel on his page mirrored in this book. Okay. Well, Batman's basically using these things like hooks. He's hooking these guys up. I think that's fucking sick. I think that's dope. And I'm not even supporting the mainstream comic book shit either, but I ain't gonna lie, this shit looks fucking dope, Then he grabs these guys up here, digging the art, just whipping it up like that. And I think, yeah, the design looks cool, And yeah, right there, he's kicking these fools in the head. Very, very Capullo looking art, I'm digging that. And when Capullo was on this book with Snyder, I picked up every one of them. So there's that. And then there's a little thing in here too about little Scotty Snyder. Talks about the cape a little bit. I wanted to show you guys that. And I think it's pretty cool, man. It's almost like anybody would have thought of it, but nobody did. I love things like that where it's like the obvious escapes the populace, like, oh, I could have thought of that, or why didn't anybody else thought of that? So I got Scott Schneider's right here on the twatter. He's basically saying, the cape is an engineering feat. One of his jobs is city engineer. It has wires and hooks in it and can tense up, so it can So it can tense up so he can glide or walk on the tips. Damn, climb up walls like a bat. I love it. So I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. It's just kind of a little late. You know what I mean? Like a little late to the game. Like I want to check out the book, but I don't know, man. That he's so fucking woke now. You know, you go look at his Twitter feed. It's just all Kamal on her. Or you know what I mean? Like I don't want to check that shit out, dude. Superman looks like a fucking twink, you know? And it's like, yeah, it's all these buzzwords, you know, but it just is what it is, dude. You know, like a lot of people are mad about the new Batman show. You know, we talked about this a little bit, but it's like, you know, a couple like race swaps and things like that. That's, you know, that's normal. You know, like Billy D. Williams is you know, Two-Face and Catwoman. You know, she's been race swapped like throughout the years. You know, from the Adam West show to Halle Berry to Frank Miller's you know, Year One, whatever. But it's just like when you got like an egregious amount in one fucking show, it's like, damn, dude, chill out on the postmodernism, dude, a little bit, you know? It's just every character, and that show looks dope, but I'm not gonna fucking watch it, dude, because I'm just tired of all this fucking global push of postmodernism, you know? Tired of dudes knocking women out in the, you know, in those games, you know, and getting medals for it. It's ridiculous. I'm not gonna put up with that shit, dude. It's ridiculous. So, but right now, I want to jump into a little section where we go on the hunt. So you guys get ready for that. Beast of Busco. This is a crazy beast right here. It's a big ass turtle. The Beast of Busco is the subject of legend in Churubusco, Indiana. I know a couple people that live out in Indiana. About an enormous snapping turtle. That's like it's like, what is it? Raza Slash from the Ninja Turtles, which citizens claim to have seen in 1949. Despite a month-long hunt that briefly gained national attention, the Beast of Busco was never found. So yeah, this is the first like turtle I've seen on this on our show. You know, diving through these cryptids. Cryptids are getting real popular now, man. I'm seeing more and more people, YouTubers, like covering them now. It's pretty cool. The Beast of Busco, or effectively known as Oscar from the first discoverer, residents in Churubusco, Indiana, part of my French, where it is supposedly a giant snapping turtle. Legend has it that the story starts in 1898 when a farmer named Oscar Folk supposedly saw a giant turtle living in the 7-acre lake on his farm near Churubusco. He told others about it, but eventually he decided to leave it alone. Let's see what else. A half century later, in July 1948, two Churubusco citizens, Churubuscoians, or a Blue and Charlie Wilson, also reported seeing a huge alligator snapping turtle weighing an estimated 500 pounds. Damn. Some people eat turtle, man. I hear that different parts of the turtle taste like different animals. Like, well, this part tastes like chicken. That part tastes like beef. That part tastes like pig. I don't know. Never eat turtle. I know a lot of people like it, though. But they live long as fuck, man. It's just crazy. 500 pounds while fishing out on the same lake, which had come to be known as Folk Lake. A farmer named Gale Harris owned the land, and at that time, Harris and others also reported seeing the creature. Word spread, and many expeditions were held to try to get the big beast out of the lake, including draining the motor boating lake. Not much else is known about the Beast of Busco. Some say it was hibernating and waiting for food to come to it. Some say the beast never existed and it was just Oscar's way of making the sleepy town feel alive. So there's a whole festival over there. Yeah, kind of reminds me of that turtle in the Neverending Story. You know, the crazy voice. I think it's pretty funny. Oh, we got some comments. Here we go. Stygian dogs. Yeah, right. What's up, man? How you doing, brother? We were just covering a little bit of some Conan news. Yeah, I know the snapping turtles, man. If you guys haven't checked out Stygian Dogs, dude, if you guys are into Conan, go sub to his channel. It's fucking awesome. He does really cool videos. And yeah, if you're a fan of Howard and Barbarians, you're gonna love that channel. So check out Stygian Dogs on YouTube, guys. Awesome channel. But yeah, man, I was gonna. There's also a campaign up right now. I was talking to a gentleman on the Twitter the other day. Oh, absolutely, man. Hell yeah, brother. And he's got a campaign open on Indiegogo. It's an independent film. He's done a multitude of films, and yeah, man. I told him I would I'd do a little shout out on the show tonight, so you could check it out. So we gotta put up our indie people, man. We gotta put their stuff out there, even if we can't back it, or we can always like or retweet it. More eyes getting on the thing, it's always good, So this is it right here. It's called Jitters. There's not a trailer up for it right now, but they're probably going to be making one in a little bit. Yeah. So Jitters, feature film thriller by Mark Zammit. So this guy's, he needs some change to put this up. If not, if you guys can't back it, check it out. If you're into like Constantine, Philip Marlowe, those type of things, maybe mixed with like kind of like the Joker and synopsis: Detective Colin Moore, a single divorced father, stumbles upon a mysterious case involving the death of Tiffany. Digging deeper, he discovers Jitters, where Detective Colin Moore must outsmart Jitters. Brace yourself for a thrilling film that combines detective intrigue and psychological twists, where the time between reality and illusion is the ultimate puzzle. Yeah, man, this reminds me of a movie that we did on the Horror Movie Club this week called Possession with Sam Neill. That movie was fucking nuts. That one really messes with you. And then you got all these tiers right here. You can do like $20 to buy VIP to the group. Shout out on social media, $26. Yeah, come check this out. He'll probably have a trailer for it pretty soon. Clowns always freak me out. They're always scary. He told me a little bit more about the story too. I don't want to like spoil anything about it, but it sounds pretty dope and it's pretty relevant too. I don't mean in a woke way either. It sounds pretty awesome. But if I tell you what he told me, I'd be giving it away. And the thing is, now when you're coming up with new concepts, you can't really say too much because someone or something might take your idea. So you got to kind of, yeah, man, it's the new way. Like when I launch my next book on here, it's going to be real selective on how I present it. So come check out Jitters, guys. I'll put the link in the description so you guys can come and check it out. And yeah, man, I think that looks pretty cool. I think that dude looks pretty creepy. Jitters. Yeah, looks a lot scarier than The Crow. Here we go. Back Jitters. Boom. Yeah. And then we'll do a little metal break right now. This band's been around for a while. They've gone through 3 singers, and the first time I seen them, they were with their second singer, and she was a badass, and she stepped down. And then the newest singer, she's been around a long time. I think she's pretty awesome, but I don't know, when the other singer left, I was a little like butthurt, I ain't gonna lie. So I didn't really listen too much to this lady. She's pretty good though. And I listened to this song, a few minutes of it. I've always liked the music. This is Arch Enemy. The guitar player is from the famous band Carcass. I think it should be the same singer. I believe it's Michael Amott. And Carcass did this pretty famous cover called Heartwork. H.R. Giger designed the cover. Go check it out. It's like a peace symbol, but it's biomech. You know how Geiger does it. But yeah, Carcass was medical death metal, and yeah, they are no longer. But let's check out Arch Enemy's new single, Death Stealer. Not Death Dealer, Stealer. Nice cinematography. Pretty badass. Patrick Ulysses, he's a G. He's directed so many dope music videos in the last 20 years. Ooh, nice tempo change right there. That's badass. I dig. Got a little Eldritch horror in there, a little love trap. Pretty badass video. Oh yeah. Yeah, I like that tempo switch right there. Dope. Pretty solid banger so far. I'm digging it. Little breakdown right there. Yeah. Ooh, nice. Yeah. Bring in the melody. Gonna do a solo? Yo, brother. Oh, yeah. Wedding, bro. Oh, hell yeah. How's video's dope, dude. Yeah, that song slapped. Can't hate on that. Again, yeah, I seen them live though with Angela Glasgow. I think that's what her name, or Glasgow. She was awesome too. And the old singer was a dude before that. He was dope too. Like just all their stuff is just quality, you know, like melodic death metal bangers, you know. Like this, that's just like one of those bands that brings a mellow death that wasn't, you know, they've been pretty consistent over the years for sure. What's up, Brian Kreisgau? How you doing, brother?
Oh,
you're back from the movies. You saw Long Legs, I take it, right?
Yeah, sure did. Yeah, sure did. It's really good, but well, here's the problem. I came out of the movie and my attitude was, well, that wasn't that great.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, that's the most bullshit review that you could ever give anything.
Yeah.
right? Because I got that bullshit review once, right?
Yeah.
From CBR, from Comic Book Resources, where it wasn't that great. So that means it was actually really good. It's like I want to explain what movies it's a combination of, but you're better going in the less you know.
Right.
So this is the chick that replaced Angela Gasso, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, for me, it's like I like the singer from before Angela Gasso. I like the singer that came after her, but she's just the definitive, right? I mean, I remember
Angela
hearing her
Gasso?
singing. Yeah. I remember hearing her voice for the first time, and I didn't know that it was a chick. I was just like, damn, like if a werewolf could sing, this is exactly what a werewolf would sound like on the mic. And you can make out every word. That's the thing. It's like, can you do the demented axe murderer death metal growl, but like be completely coherent, right? Where you're not missing a single lyric.
Yeah, I think she was German too. But yeah, she stopped. Yeah, like I don't know. And then this one's she's been on, I think, for many albums now. This one, because she left a long time ago. And I remember her coming on. I'm like, yeah, she's cool, but there's just something missing. I don't know. I didn't.
Well, it's
I
like
think
Howard Jones with Killswitch.
Got out of metal,
right? Like there have been multiple singers for Killswitch Engage, and I'm just like, but Howard Jones was just the shit.
Well, no, I mean, I could be wrong, but I know Jesse Leach was the first singer, and then Howard came in, and then Howard left after a few albums, and they brought Jesse back.
Yeah, and he's great.
That's what happened.
Yeah,
but there's something, like, I don't know, but like the first couple albums where Howard came on, they were really good, and then they kind of got a little softer for me, you know.
Yeah.
And then Jesse came back, and he just did, for me, he didn't really hit that hard like he did on the first two. The first two were monumental albums, just in like the metal scene, you know. I was before you're on, I was talking about Roy Thomas. There's been a lot of stink about him lately over the whole Deadpool thing. So allegedly he created the name, the nationality, his height. So like just the name and the
wasn't
height. I don't know. I don't know what's up. He wasn't getting any name recognition for it until finally, like now. I don't know if he's getting paid, but it's like everyone's making a big fuss about it.
He's getting paid.
Okay,
he's getting paid. So, yeah. I told you how that works, right?
Yeah, like it's a contract for when you work at the company or whatnot. You're gonna get whatever.
It's I told you, like, when I was taking that what's up, Comics Mate? When I was taking that community college course on comic book writing that was being taught by fucking Denny O'Neil, right? I just remember being like, what in the actual fuck? And I already knew all of like the theory. He wasn't teaching us anything that like I didn't already know, right? Yeah. But I was just like, I just wanted to be in a room with the guy and just like hear fucking stories, right?
Right.
And he said that when Batman Begins came out, he was like watching the movie and he was just like, oh, that's mine. Oh, Ra's al Ghul, yeah, I created him. And he was just like, those motherfuckers, right? And that was like that was just his attitude. And then he got a check in the mail. And evidently what they do is they send you a check and they say, we don't know nothing. We're not admitting to anything, but here's a check. And he was just like, boy, those are some nice guys. Yeah. So to avoid lawsuits, I think. But then again, it's this Disney, right? Well, no, this is 20th Century Fox that we're talking about with Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah. So I guess he's complaining that his name wasn't on there, but it's like, dude,
or then it was last
or something like that. But either way, like I don't know if it was the last thing or the monetary thing or not getting credit for it. But yeah, dude, I don't know. People were crying about it. It's like, dude, he thought up the fucking name. What you know what I mean? Like he should be listed in there. You know, the name.
And he's a legend.
What are you gonna call him? What are you gonna call him? Baby Bear or Wolverine? It's fucking branding, bro. Wolverine.
Right.
There was no Roy Thomas. There wouldn't be no fucking Wolverine in Deadpool.
Right.
You know I mean?
But people don't.
If he was Canadian, there would be no fucking Wolverine. He'd be what the fuck's he gonna be? A cowboy or something?
Right. Because Wolverine was such a clever idea because it's like, it's a Canadian superhero.
Right.
And the Wolverine is a Canadian animal. that is a small animal that is capable of taking down prey that's like 4 times its size.
Exactly, dude. And
right?
He was saying that
so it's a small, ferocious animal. And that's what Wolverine is. He's a small, ferocious motherfucker.
Yeah, and even if he went in the room and it was just like, boom, just slapping his shit on everyone's back of their necks and bounced out, then let's see here. I feel like it's fair. To me, Thomas' recent comments didn't cross any line. Felt like business. Yeah, to me too.
I think some people are overreacting.
Dude, they're fucking like, okay, let's see what Dean says here. I completely disagree. Roy Thomas didn't do shit for the actual creation. He was like EIC at the time. Didn't actually create the character.
Well, remember, these guys were all hanging out together, right?
Yeah.
And this was like another thing that Denny would talk about, because you wanted the fucking stories, right? And you know, and who was doing what drugs when they wrote what, right? Like fucking Jim Starlin tripping balls when he did all that fucking Captain Marvel.
That's true.
Stuff,
but if you didn't have the nationality, you didn't have the name, you didn't have the nationality, the name, the high structure, you ain't got shit, motherfucker.
Right. So they
ain't got nothing. It don't matter who you write. You gotta have all that shit.
Right. So they would steal from each other all the time.
Yeah, that's
and they would share ideas. I mean, that's also you're talking about like, so you've got the bullpens, but then you've also got the people from Marvel and DC that are just fucking just getting together and having drinks.
Right. What I'm saying is, if you don't have those fucking paramounts in there, those cornerstones, you can't fucking throw the ball and run with it. You can't write these epic.
I would agree with that.
And then you got to have the fucking drawing. So you need to have those things. So obviously they need to come and just keep writing, right? And popularize the character, make him cool, and write the dialogue, create the story.
Right.
If you don't have the name, the branding, you don't have the stature, you don't have. Then fucking he needs to get some shit. Even if it was just like, oh, he's 5 feet tall. Oh, his name's Wolverine. Oh, he's small. Dude, you got to give him something. You got to give credit where credit's due. It's fucked up.
It goes deeper too, though. It goes deeper.
It's a fact, bro. Fact.
No, I'm agreeing with you.
If they are the facts, unless he's lying, but he does have something because they are putting his name in there more now. You know.
Right, but here's the thing. Also, nobody would give 2 shits about Wolverine. There would not be a Wolverine movie. People would not. Wolverine never would have blown up as a character without Chris Claremont.
Yeah, I know. People are arguing about that too. You know, so it's like, for me, it's like so
it's like a lot of different cooks in the kitchen, right?
Exactly.
But now Wolverine isn't a little guy.
No, he's a multi-billion.
Now he's like a tall dude. Right, exactly. Which is bullshit. And the next Wolverine needs to look like Sim. He needs to be like a guy that's like short and stocky, a guy that looks like a dwarf, like a dwarf from Tolkien. Right?
And people are on Twitter. They're
short,
like,
but he's wide and he'll fuck you up. He'll take you off
300 pounds. So in the movie, they do a little thing where they CGI Jackman onto like a fucking tiny little motherfucker, right? But I'm like, dude,
really?
He isn't that fucking small.
God damn it!
No, they do. Hold on, we had to cover this because we're tiptoeing in there. So he isn't that fucking small, right? He's like 5'2", and he's 300 pounds. He wasn't 300 pounds in the picture. He's got that adamantium in him. You know what I mean? So you got to make him a little bigger, dude. You know what I mean? So Sam. But so like it was a joke. It was cool, you know. But some fools on Twitter were like, "You really want comic accurate Wolverine?" It's like, dude, bro, that ain't comic accurate Wolverine. He's fucking. You need to add another 100 pounds to him, bro. You need to add a couple more inches to him. That ain't
right.
You know?
Right. Wolverine should look like a sexy Bob Hoskins. I remember someone said, and I was like, it was actually Comic Book Girl 19 said that. He should look like a sexy Bob Hoskins. I was just like,
to me, to me, I mean, again, it's always Barry Windsor Smith. That's how I always see Wolverine. Yeah. You know, everyone's got their favorite artist.
Well, for me, it's John Byrne, right?
John Byrne.
I mean, Byrne, Boston, Claremont. That's the run, and there were plenty of there were good runs afterwards. But there's certain runs that are definitive, and to me, I'm sorry, that was the definitive. That was the definitive run. And Wolverine really first broke out as a character. There's, during the Dark Phoenix saga, what really started it was him getting his ass handed to him by the Hellfire Club, right? And Sebastian, I think, could make him heavy, right? So he just fell through the floor, right? And there's that final frame where we're down in a sewer, and his hand comes up and grabs like a pipe or something, and he pulls himself out of the water, and he's like, "All right, you've hit me with your best, now it's my turn." That's when Wolverine blew up. Like, that's when people started giving a fuck about Wolverine, because that's when he got badass. It was just like,
you got to have the writing, man. You got to bring the people back. You know, the art and the concept and the cool logo and the dope ass name that can sell the first issue. So let's say Roy did that, right? But he didn't. He just came up with the name and the stature and the allegedly. These are all alleged things.
Part of the character. That's
but no, you can't even. You have nothing. You have nothing other than that. You know, and then two, you don't have anything unless you have the artist's conceptual drawing. So you need those two things, right? Then you can write the full story.
I think he deserves credit. there.
Exactly. I was talking to my wife about it. She ain't even into comics, and she's like, "Yeah, he deserves a little something, dude. You know, I mean,
something, right? As long as he's not taking anything away from the other people that are involved, like Len Wein and Herb Trimpe, right?
Well, he might have to though, right? Like if they there's like they're getting paid, you know, maybe he needs like $5 or a beer. You know what I'm talking? Maybe $5 in a beer. That's what I'm saying. A little something, bro. That's how I put it. You know, and he's you know, and he's kind of up there in age. He might need a medical bill paid or something out of that $500 fucking million.
American comic book industry notorious for treating its creators like. So
maybe he's a little upset, bro. I don't know. Maybe he's a little upset. You know, and I guess he's had receipts for like 20 years, and so a lot of people are really like, emotional about it. But that's just the way I see it. Like if I was him, you know, and editors, they do a lot of shit that they don't get credited for, you know.
Well, he also might be thinking about his kids too, right? Like maybe. You know, like Sylvester Stallone said, he wanted the rights to the Rocky character back because it's something he wanted to like bequeath unto his children.
Have to leave it for legacy, bro.
Right? Like
anytime you guys create
Tolkien's
characters,
family is in charge of Tolkien's shit. Edgar Rice Burroughs' family is in charge of Tarzan and all of his shit.
Perfect example. Like right now, I've came up with the Puritanian. I came up with the name. It's a character me and Brian have been working on, right? I came up with the character, the design. I've ran designs over with him. Came up with the design, the first initial design 10 years ago, right? Then I redesigned it with Brian. I did the drawings. I said, Brian, you like this? You like that?
He's lying. It was all mine. It's all mine. I was from top to bottom. I made the whole thing. It's all my idea. Like he did nothing.
No, seriously, Brian.
I'm being a dick.
And then Brian's created the whole backstory for it. Hold on, we're
yeah, it's collaboration.
I'm trying to be serious. No, but Brian created the whole backstory. He created the name of the I created the name of the hero, you know, the title, but he's giving him and the design of the character. Brian's gonna write the character. He's writing the story, you know, and so me and Brian are gonna get creative credit on it. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. It should always be that way. Someone came in too, and
although I always feel like somebody should be getting like 55. You know, like a little.
What if we pass it on to somebody else, right? What if we pass the character on to somebody else like this, and someone else wrote it, and it got big, and wouldn't you still want your name on it, even if you like disappeared away from it for like 30 years?
Of course. I think
would you be crying on fucking all over the world about it? Yeah, I would be. Well,
I mean, I'm thinking about, for some reason, this case is making me think about John Barry, right? Who was one of the greatest film composers. He did all the James Bond movies. So, what did he say? I missed that.
Dean's funny, man. Dean's
don't bump me, bro.
Dean's always got some good takes. That's why I like one thing I like about that's one thing I like about your boy Zach too. Still, he's got some good takes, but sometimes he does. I think he does shit.
But you can disagree sometimes too.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
You know, we're passionate about this shit.
What's his name? Your boy gets fucking mad, dog, and a lot of his subscribers get mad too, and they unsub from him. You know what I mean? They don't watch his videos. You know?
Oh God,
it's just a bunch of stupid shit.
Come on, now.
We're just talking about toys, you know. But you know, there are certain things that it's like, nah, you're wrong, dog. You know what I mean? And I'll put in there, you know, I disagree.
Yes.
No, you're tripping, you know. And I'll put that in the comments. And he might delete my shit. You know what I mean? But I don't unsubscribe from his channel. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. And the thing is, we should be able to passionately disagree about this shit. For fuck's sake.
You should be able to type some shit in there and even, you know, respectively disagree with me or say I'm tripping.
Yes.
Yeah, put that in there. You're wrong, Matt Burke. You know, and I'm gonna be wrong.
I'm never gonna be right, never be wrong. Why I'm wrong, right? That's the thing. You can tell me I'm wrong, but you have to tell me why I'm wrong. The same way, you know, if my comic sucks, you have to tell me why it sucks.
Yeah, constructive and not deconstructive criticism, right?
Right, because then I'm curious. I want to know. We're all wrong about some shit, right?
Exactly.
Except we don't know what we're wrong about. Otherwise, we wouldn't be wrong about it.
Yep. You want to play a little game, Brian?
Fuck yeah.
Okay, this one I made an easy one tonight. I didn't know if you were going to be here, so I was just like, you know what? I'm going to make an easy one.
Sorry about that, bro. Like, I had to fucking see that movie, man.
Nah, dude. Don't be sorry.
All right.
I wish I wouldn't watch the movie. I've been I'm working on that double pager.
I know, it's looking sweet too. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Thank you,
No,
sir.
I love where you're going, dude. I love it.
Black metal decode.
So
Last time I got my
pretty
ass
easy.
handed to me, man. Enthroned?
Yeah, you got it. It's pretty easy.
I was entombed at first. I'm like, no, it's enthroned. Damn, I got it that
Yeah.
fast? Fuck. Damn. Because last time I got my ass
made it super
handed
easy,
to
dude.
me.
It's either like you cannot read it, or it's just straight up old English text. That's like a lot of the,
Can we see that
the black
again?
metal bands.
Because
you know?
I'm
It's
like,
either marketable. Yeah, sure. It's either marketable or not marketable. It's like, yeah, well, I kind of want my music to be art, you know. And then some dudes are like, no, I want my you know, I want my metal not to be art. It's a statement I'm making, you know.
well, it just
So
doesn't.
I always find that like very interesting. Like, do you want to make your logo readable? You know, your band. Do you want people to
Right.
know your
Or
art
do you want-
exists?
Right, or do you want to turn
gonna
it
make-
into
are
a
you making
sigil,
a-
basically?
Yeah, a sigil or a political statement. You know, it's usually anti-religious. You know.
Yeah.
So, yeah. For me, yeah, definitely. I'd always want people to read my shit. You know. So, you know what I mean? I'm trying to get it out
Yeah,
there.
otherwise it's just like, unless you want to go Spinal Tap
Yeah.
with it. And let's face it, there is a lot of Spinal Tap-ish silly fucking shit in black metal.
Oh yeah.
But-
It's
Right? And the
tropey as
question
fuck.
is like, do you lean into that shit?
Right.
right?
Right. Well, no,
Like
they were
3 Inches
leaning
of
into
Blood,
it,
it's just like, you know, I mean, I was never King Diamond or a Merciful Fate fan, but I could understand why somebody would be into it, and then they want to do something in that vein, right? But they understand it's self-aware, but not too self-aware.
Right.
Where it's like
And it's
Necrogoblicon or something like that.
Well, they do that, you know, and just like, you know, like, oh, we got to have the upside down crosses, you know, we got to have the corpse paint, you know, like it's just for the style, you know, like we got to be anti-Jesus. We got to make fun
What's
of
a
Jesus.
look?
We got to make fun of the Christians.
Right.
we
Burn
gotta-
down fucking these ancient, beautiful,
some
old
ancient
Viking
churches that are older than my
motherfuckers.
grandpa. You know, so there's all that.
These national treasures,
But
man.
then-
Burning Town national treasures.
Yeah, they're doing that too over in we're in Europe
Fuck
right now.
those
They're tearing down some churches too. They're not the black metalists though. They're the
To
dudes.
me, those motherfuckers are no different than the SJWs pulling down fucking statues. It's like art vandalism.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Well, a lot of it too is funded by a lot of the same dudes that were over here doing it during the Summer of Love too. But it's just now it's like the Euro tour, you know. It's like the new wave of
Yeah.
you know, yeah, man. We got our boys 656 campaign still rolling right now.
Oh fuck yeah.
I wanted to
Yeah,
do a
back
little
that shit
shout out
finally.
to those guys.
Seriously.
And Dean,
Is that
brother,
the
if you're still here,
refunded?
man, if you got the link to the Embrace too, man, share it, man. Dean, Comics Mate's got a killer book out
Yeah, he does.
called The Embrace too. He was on here a few weeks back. First book is awesome too. Yeah, man.
Let me see.
Yeah, I
know
don't know,
about
man.
that too.
It just kind of sucks, like getting old and you know creating a little something and it blows up. You're like, fuck. It's like,
Well, yeah. I mean, look. I told you about the guy that wanted the 6-gun gorilla rights,
yeah,
right? Like to my version of the character, because of course I made sure that my version was unique, right?
yeah.
Certain things, for instance, my version is the one that's always wearing a hat, right?
Oh, okay.
That's not to say it might not get blown off, right? But
Yeah,
mine
yeah,
has a hat.
Mhm.
Certain things.
You want
that
your
are very-
Karloff. You want
Right.
your universal. You want your universal Karloff of said.
right, and exactly. I wanted them to
Even
have
if
a
it's bolts.
look, and it wasn't just purely for that reason, but that was still a thought, right?
Yeah.
And like for instance, there's that little statue, that little miniature I have.
Mm-hmm.
That's my version of the character that was made by Reaper Minis, right? And they just changed the name. And I'm totally fine with that, right? I'm not hating at all. Do I expect any money from them? Fuck no, right? It's not like they're making a fucking fortune off those things anyway, right? But if I walked into a, well, God, now Toys R Us doesn't even exist anymore. How fucking depressing is that?
Mm-hmm.
Walking into like a Target or something and seeing like a whole aisle of like six-gun gorilla toys, and I'm not getting any of that, I want to fucking kill myself.
Oh man. Don't say that.
You know, I mean, seriously, imagine that. Like, if you if you're Eastern or Laird and you walked into a Toys R Us and you were just like, I'm not seeing a dime of this shit. You'd be pissed. You'd be pissed. Yeah. Luckily, those guys made out like fucking bandits, and God bless them for it. But they're the exception of the rule, man.
Got the Border Mayhem All-Stars. These guys have been around 20 years making border horror comics. We got the trailer right here. I'm going to play it.
Fuck yeah.
5-6 Comics is celebrating its 20th anniversary with Border Mayhem All-Stars. It's an all-out 656 all-star slugfest featuring characters from the Cryptid Gnolls, Go-Go Zombie Soldier Sturban, Undead Border, and many more. Join us as we launch this special 32-page one-shot comic book on July 18th, only on Indiegogo.
Yeah. No, it's pretty cool, man. And, you know, those books they named, especially the Cryptid Gnolls, is awesome. Killer cover. Really cool stuff on
Everything
here.
from them is great.
It's only $10, guys, for the book. If you live in the U.S. or Mexico, can't really.
And they fulfill.
They fulfill all their campaigns. So I'm looking to get one of these before the campaign ends. Definitely going to back this book.
You're not going to be waiting 3 or 4 years for this thing. No freaking way.
Black and white looks cool. It really lends itself to their style. You know, I really like comics in black and white. Personally, I think they look awesome. Colors dope too.
Ollie's art. Finally,
yeah. Ollie's been the coloring a lot of dope ass books, and you know now you got the nostalgia of the Pogs and the Slammers. Me, I was a Pog and Slammer kid. I was preaching about this shit for the past 5 years to have Pogs and Slammers in some of these campaigns. You know.
Oh, I got to get on Ray's ass. He promised to send me one of those little Cryptidnals pins. I still haven't gotten that thing.
This shit's criminally underfunded.
I'm tuning him up if I run into him at like a convention in Texas or something.
Oh, for see, they need $3,000, guys, in the next 15 days. They need about
what the fuck?
Yeah, but they need about
what in the actual fuck? Yeah, we got to start doing promo streams.
Yeah, dude. I mean, we might have those dudes on again. You know, I don't know.
This is bullshit. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
How many days do they have left?
They still got a few days. I think another 2 weeks.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You know what? You know me. I'm ADD as fuck, but we need to mobilize.
Yeah,
we need to mobilize on this because this ain't right. This is like an injustice.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up, man.
Not cool. Not cool.
And then, let's see here. I'm gonna bring up Dean's campaign.
They do not get. They do not get the love that they deserve from this community.
Find it on here. Because the Embrace, man, you guys got, and the Embrace is an awesome book too.
Looks great, and there's a catch-up tier.
There's a catch-up tier, and the campaign's doing okay, but it could always be doing better, you know.
For sure.
Yeah, man. 1 second.
Been working on the Terry Tsurugi Street Fighter script.
How's that going?
Good. It's kind of writing itself because I'm just like picturing it as like Street Fighter 4, basically, right?
Oh,
and awesome. Because it's easy because it's fun because there's a formula and I'm just following the formula.
Hell yeah! And here's the Embrace 2. If you guys are into like the Darkness, the Crow, Spider-Man, you really be into this. So 52 pages of story written by Michael Odin, and it's edited by Lee Byron Carver, both excellent men at what they do. And the art is by Dean James, who was here in the chat a little bit ago. And man, the story is about a father who loses his son to some criminals, and the father bonds with his son's phantasm, basically, spirit, and he becomes the Embrace, and it's this character that has these spectral arms, man. It's really cool design. It's got that kind of cool 90s art, man, that I like, you know, like from Top Cow, a little bit of Spawn too, a little bit of that in here. Basically the type of book that, you know, everyone could love. It's all about justice too. Love that cover by Dean. I think that's the cover
fantastic.
I got. Irene's got a sick ass cover too, equally as good.
Yeah. Her covers are always fantastic.
Bancroft's got a killer cover too. It's got that.
That's awesome too. He's leveling up.
It's got that that Lucent like feel to it, you know, almost like he could jump into the Lucent verse. That'd be a cool
It's
character
Ben
to cross
Croftian.
over. I
It's
could
Ben
see the, I
Croftian.
could see the Embrace jumping into the Lucent for sure.
Oh, for sure.
And the Shelby cover, man, it's badass. One of Shelby's best pieces.
Speaking of leveling up, like, I mean, you know, I met him at the at C2E2 like 10 years ago.
Really?
And yeah, and he was, you know, he and his lady were just like really, really, really nice people. And he was a really talented artist. But this is him like 10 years later, right?
Yeah.
And
Well,
you
I mean,
hope that people get better with time. And he is up there.
And he's part of like the Top Cow, you know, or not Top Cow, but like Liefeld alum, you know.
Yep.
So,
yep.
Yeah, man. I got a movie trailer for you guys to check out, and then
oh shit,
a couple other things. Let's let you guys look at this real quick. Let me tell me what you think.
Oh, you know, I'm highly opinionated, motherfucker.
Very nice.
Yeah.
As we
but yeah, fucking Longlegs, definitely worth seeing, and of course Nicolas Cage, just a fucking icon.
Is it a movie theater movie, or is it a video at home movie?
There were like some really loud Mexican kids, right? It didn't bother me that much because they were kids and they're having fun, so it was making me kind of smile.
Yeah.
But you know, it's still taking me out of the movie. But then they got bored with it, right? Because it's a slow burn. Yeah. They got bored with it and they left, and I guess walked over to like another movie or something.
Oh, that's cool. Well, at least they shut up for a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know that this movie is so much for normies, but it is. Yeah. It's a take on the Silence of the Lambs, but it goes like in a different direction. But I'm not going to tell you what direction it goes in.
I don't want to know. Well, this one right here is a werewolf movie. It's called The Beast Within, and it's got Kit Harington in. Let's check it out.
Okay.
These woods.
No, I'm down for werewolves.
They're my woods. I'm king of these woods.
King.
I, king
Braveheart.
of these woods. Pronounce me
From Braveheart.
princess.
He made tomato soup out of someone's helmet in one of the battles. He got a big hammer and went, whoop.
Manly.
He played an old guy in that movie. He was never old. Fucking weird. Game of Thrones, too.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, you know, that's what makeup is for.
Mama? Yes, we are. Where are you always going?
I heard you last night. You need to take Willow away.
Always say
Willow away.
I'll never let anything hurt you.
Scold him, free.
He is your father.
I didn't want this. This curse.
It gets harder to control the rage.
This can't go on.
He's gonna tear that child to pieces.
He'd be a good Wolverine. I'm just saying.
Yeah, possibly.
He's a little guy, too.
It's okay. Don't be scared. I am a monster. Get inside.
He loves us.
Kneel before your king.
So they're not showing much, but you see that big back, you know, coming in the eyes.
Yeah.
You don't need more than that. You don't. I wouldn't want more, but enough to kind of. This is something new, you know.
The title tells you what you need to know.
Yep.
Right, because that's what the werewolf represents is the wild side, the id, right? And the dark, you know, and one of the things that I always thought was interesting about Stephen King's analysis of werewolves is that he kind of like lumps werewolves and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde together, right? That they're both at least that they both represent the same thing. But yeah, it's like that version of the werewolf. It's all about fear of the loss of the self.
Oh, for she's, man. And then we got Six Gun Gorilla campaign up right now. This is a comic book I think everyone should check out. It's a gorilla with a six gun.
Big guns. Big guns.
Was, our co-host Brian's book. You know, obviously, we got books, and we'd like you guys to check them out. This one is funding right now, and I'd like you guys to check out the trailer. It's pretty fucking awesome.
Thank you. Thank you, Vaughn, for making this.
Finish him.
Thank you, Chuck. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Joe.
Hey Brian, you got to check out Stygian Dogs. His channel is
Thank you, dude.
It's all a Howard channel, bro.
Oh, is it really?
I mean, Stygian, you know.
Okay.
He has the killer
Lotus.
fucking videos, bro.
Stygian,
Like
the best.
he's like he has the best like Conan like videos right now on YouTube. So anyone watching, go sub to Stygian
Fucking
Dogs.
Howard's blowing up, man.
His
Howard's
videos are
blowing
like
up.
very professionally well put together. Awesome shit. So I always watch his
Love
videos
Stygian
too
Dog.
when they drop. You know, get my Conan fix on. You know what I'm saying?
It's like the official Conan channel is turning out some pretty cool videos.
Oh fuck yeah, dude.
I'm excited. Right?
We had a cool panel, a Comic-Con panel on there, and they have a ton of.
I keep meaning to watch that. They're
know
gonna have they're gonna bring the characters together, right? It's gonna be El Borak, Conan,
Solomon Kane.
Who?
Solomon Kane. Yeah.
And somebody
One
else.
of the ladies, probably Valeria. We were talking about that earlier when you were watching Long Legs.
Right.
Also, the figures that they're making by Titan, they're going to make them pretty affordable.
That's good.
And I was like, dude, make Solomon Kane, you know, and like, if you go over to the Conan the Barbarian, they also have a YouTube Twitter X profile. You should follow them. And Zub, dude, that was another big announcement tonight. Jim Zub, the one running the shit over there. He just picked up a 3-year contract with Europe Signatures Titan again. So we're going to be getting some fucking Conan and Howard shit, man. We're going to be going to the comic store at least once a month now.
So he's the new Roy Thomas. He's like the guy now that like the flame has been passed to.
Yeah, and he's actually getting awards from like Howard, like Howard.
We were talking about Roy Thomas before.
Yeah,
we might not even know who Conan is if it wasn't for him. Remember?
Oh yeah, for sure. Conan, and he's bringing him over, bro. He's giving
the comic book. Yeah,
he's doing a story for Roy's coming over doing some Conan with them.
Awesome.
So
awesome.
Taking care of Roy in that regard.
Yeah, because he deserves a lot of fucking love for that shit.
Oh yeah, dude. They need to be taking care of like these elder statesmen of the comic book industry. They need to be taken care of, bro. They need to not be shit on just because they have little.
And look, they're responsible custodians of folklore,
exactly.
Right? It's like the flames passed to the next person, and then you hope that they do something cool with it, and then pass it on to the next guy, as opposed to like Marvel and DC, which are just basically you're handing it to people that are that hate it and are gonna just piss all over it.
Oh fuck yeah!
Yeah, and fucking Preston, man. I was watching that trailer and I was just like, oh, nice work, Vaughn, but Preston.
Killing it, dude.
He's just fucking, oh God. He's like out of this world, man.
Come pick it up, guys. You got the tiers right here. You can get the John Dillard cover right here. That's
Yes, and the
exclusively on
Dillard
this
cover,
website.
man.
Fund My Comic. For those of you guys that
Fucking
don't know,
love that
Fund My
thing.
Comic is a comic book crowdfunding website that is made by comic book creators. I love Luke Stone for comic book creators, and they get more of the profits from the campaign compared to like other crowdfunding sites like Kickstarter and Indiegogo. So we've been, and this is a infantile site. It's only been around for almost a year now. So we've been really trying to push these books on here. Eventually this could be like, our LCS, you know what I mean? And then eventually, once we get bigger, next few years, we could start hopefully just dropping campaigns and just having the books ready like in 6 to 8 days for you. Just mail them off. Like my dream is to have books made personally to where I can sell them on my own website, and then I could do a Kickstarter, a Fund My Comic, and a Indiegogo, and just deliver them to you guys. And just using these websites as my promotion.
Yes, and we deliver. We deliver on our campaigns. Like we have good track records, unlike some people.
Yep. And then you got the sim cover, and then you have the volume 1 graphic novel. If you guys want to pick it up, it's the first 6 issues, I believe, or more, right, Brian?
Yes, it's the first six. It's the first 6 issues, and then volume 2 is going to be issues 7 through 10, plus a backup story, like a 12 to 14-page backup story.
If you got the coin, I would recommend picking up this floppy pack. It's like issues 1 through 10. Just because I don't know, it's pretty cool.
If you're a floppy person, I got you covered. That's the whole thing. And there's a digital tier too for people that are on the other side of the world and don't want to pay $28 for shipping.
Yeah, man.
And I got these, and the thing is like I can actually ship these immediately. Like the 2 people that back these just on this campaign, they just I sent that shit to them. Not the next day, but relatively promptly, like within the week, I should say.
Yep. Some killer art, guys. Come check it out. He's got a lot of tiers right here. There's also another crowdfunding campaign for this. It's only the trade paperbacks for volume 1 and 2. That one's on Indiegogo. But we want to steer you guys over here. We want to wrangle you unders up over here and come over and back Six Gun Gorilla on Fund My Comics, so you can pick up the Dillard cover, and that Dillard cover is killing it. So
the Fly exclusive shit.
That's definitely what I'm going to be doing personally, for my next book. You
need to get because fuck Indiegogo. How about that? Because fuck Indiegogo for shadow banning my friends. They've never shadow banned me, but they shadow banned my homies.
And they're getting worse than Kickstarter. They're getting worse than Kickstarter now. Like they don't even have any like like the tip thing at the end. And there's some other
they have shady, man.
They're
That's
just
like the greasiest shit.
I hear Kickstarter too makes you sign this thing now where it says you're going to fulfill your campaign or something like that. They're going to hold you accountable. Like they're doing more things, But I'm not saying I'm not rooting for Kickstarter or nothing. But yeah, I've been hearing the Indiegogo's worse than them now. I mean, they're already small time compared to them,
Yes.
So that little. But Preston, man, I want to pull up some
world, man. Hell Knight is on it. It's going to be on its way.
His Hell Knight's his sign up. He's going to close it down pretty soon. I didn't know that. He's closing it down pretty soon.
Yes, yes.
Like
that might be a good thing though, right?
Yeah.
Because he's going to be doing like what I think if you sign up for the pre-campaign, you're getting I think like some original art or something like that. You're getting like a sketch card,
a painted card, dude. Like
okay, yeah. The folks, if you don't want that dope ass hand painted original piece of art with that comic, don't sign up. It means less work for Preston.
I want to show you guys this. This is Preston's newest page. It's on the Twitter. If you guys don't follow,
Mickey
at the Pipe or Doc Salem, which is also known as Preston Azevedo. Check this out, man. This is the motorcycle thing right here. People are digging it too, man.
Hopping a wheelie.
10 days from now,
Main Street,
for the help. So he's this 10 days from now. So, the pre-sign-up's gonna be closed. Here's a preview of the hottest comic character since Jack the King Kirby's Demon. Yeah, I believe so, man. I believe so. And then you got a bunch of cats right here. Bill Diaz, Rick Saylor. They're all jigging. Oh, this guy right here.
So our peeps.
Move the motorcycle around. The guy in the background. His face is small. I don't know, man. I don't know what this guy's talking about, but I think this page is.
No, I think he's giving interesting feedback, right?
Okay.
And that doesn't mean that he's right. It doesn't mean that here's the thing. That's authentic feedback. That's somebody that's trying to be helpful, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily mean that he's right. I mean, I don't think there's any improvement in this personally.
Nah, I think he's tripping. But yeah, dude, that shit looks dope. And then you guys could let me pull up the sign up for it. Yeah. At that point, it's like that's like nitpickery stuff right there.
Yeah. But I think that person's intentions were noble. That's what I'm saying.
What do you got?
Writing this was a lot of fun, and it's going to be a hot ride to hell. It's going to be a hot ride to hell, and demon bikers at the yin yang, and the Hell Knight just fucking shit up. Folks. Yeah, it's
him right here.
Yeah,
dogs, man. You probably really dig this,
Yeah, it's going to be exactly what it looks like. is what I'm saying. That's what you're getting. This is what you're getting.
Hell Rider meets the demon,
Yeah, and there's some Ghost Rider in there. There's some Son of Satan in there. There's some Jack Kirby's Demon in there, and there's some new shit in there too. Because if you're going to take a character and that's going to be an amalgamation of all these other characters, you need to put your own secret ingredient in there as well, and and that is in there. And I wrote this thing so that Preston could basically just fucking go off.
I can't wait, dude.
And as you can see, I mean, goddamn, man, he just gets better and better. And that's supposed to be me. I don't think that looks anything like me personally.
Well, I'm in there. I'm in the book too. I just found out.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm in there, dude. I'm like,
that's awesome. Me? Well, this thing's like, metal as fuck. We love metal, so.
Oh yeah. But yeah, dude, I can't wait for this book. And Preston's, he's in my top 3 favorite artists of all time.
And really quickly, gotta say, ink spots. I don't know if I was part of the peer pressure that inspired him, but he's gonna make. He's finally gonna sit down and do Metal Mayhem Rock Boy.
He should, man.
Yeah, that's what I was telling him. I was just like, you need to be now's the time, man.
Gotta get those metal books going, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I got the Hell Knight in the chat right there. You guys should come and check that out. Earlier too, Brian, we were talking about the new Batman costume, bro. It's pretty crazy. Have you seen it? I mean, it's Scott Snyder.
Yeah, I mean, that's already been discussed to death, man. It's just like, I think it's trash.
I
think it's trash, personally.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got the big, Godzilla thighs. That's one of the things I always loved about Godzilla. He's got, real chubby thighs.
Yeah.
Right? But it doesn't look good on Batman. And the bat on his chest is shit. It's taking the Frank Miller design, just that one stretch too far. That he already stretched that as far as he could, where it still looks like a bat.
So check this out,
That
Brian.
does not look like a fucking bat. That looks like a box with little spikes on it.
Check this out. You can see my screen? Look at this. What do you think of that?
Shit.
You think that shit?
Yeah, he's using whips.
Yep.
It's not even Bruce Wayne, right?
Nope. It's an Elseworlds Batman. It might be Bruce Wayne.
Well, in Elseworlds, you can do whatever you like.
I think that shit's fucking dope, dog. I think that's fucking badass.
I'm not into it.
I love the concept of it. Snyder was saying that he's an engineer, and that's part of the main thing is the cape. The cape he can.
This is Scott Snyder, right?
Yeah. And so
that's interesting that he's back at DC now. Because remember, he was next on the Whisper Network's hit list.
Right.
He found out that story dropped on Bleeding Fool, or was it Bounding into Comics? I forget. That story dropped on a Thursday, and on Monday he tendered his resignation at DC and was like, "I'm out of here," because like these bitches are gunning for me. So he's been writing comics mostly for Comixology.
I know, the Canary.
So now he's back at DC. You know, I guarantee you that whatever contract he signed, that it had the Alex DeCampi clause.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, I mean, political shit aside, he's a piece of shit. But like he was talking about right here, the cape is an engineering feat. One of his jobs as a city engineer. It has wires and hooks in it. It can tense up so he can glide or can walk on tips, climb up walls like a bat. So I think that's fucking dope. I actually do like the design of the.
That's an interesting idea. That's an interesting idea.
And it's brilliant, but it's anybody could have thought of it, but nobody did. Like I was saying that in the beginning of the show, it's one of those ideas that anybody could have thought of, but nobody did. You know,
right?
And that's what bats have. They have the fucking hooks on their hands,
right?
You know,
yeah.
And so I was just like, dude, that's fucking brilliant. And I do like the Kelly Jones ears and the big tank.
The ears are fine. I'm a long ear Batman guy.
Yeah, me too. Like this right here with the wings coming down, that shit's dope. I love it. I'm loving this new Batman. The thing is, I don't know. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna if I can, I'm gonna try to pick it up. But
if it's if it's an Elseworlds,
it looks like it is, or for sure it's a Snyderverse.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like it's not even Bruce Wayne. It's just like the whole.
I think it
concept.
is.
Peace out, man. Yeah. The whole concept, like I said, is that. Excuse me. He's supposed to be like Zorro, right?
Right.
There's a reason why the movie that he and his parents saw is the Mask of Zorro, right before his parents get killed right in front of him, right? Mm-hmm. In the movie, well, at least in Batman Begins, it was a play, The Fledermaus, right?
Yeah, right.
Or an opera, I should say. And it's the whole concept of Batman is, what if the nobility were actually noble, right?
Right. 100%.
That's Zorro in a sentence, right? And it's the same thing with Batman.
The thing is, like this character would be cool if it was a different character, but it's gonna sell more that it's Batman, obviously, right? So you can't call it like, you know,
right,
the Demon Bat or something, you know, like so. And if it's an Elseworlds thing, I don't mind it. If it's absolute Batman, it's an Elseworlds thing. And then there's Superman in there. He looks like Ezra Miller, and then Wonder Woman's in there, and she's all tatted up, you know. Whatever. I'll check it out for a couple issues. But the moment, I mean, I don't know. It's hard, dude. I mean, I think it looks cool, man. If it wasn't, I just know it's gonna be woke trash, and he's just.
I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. A lot of other people aren't feeling it, but
most people aren't. Yeah, most people. I'd say most people aren't feeling it. But I like that shit. I think
that's fine. Cool. That's totally cool. That's totally.
And I didn't know what the main thing on tonight though was the cape, the whole cape thing. That was the whole my whole shtick tonight was the cape. Like because I seen the image of him with the cape. I'm like, what the fuck's up with that cape? You know, the one with the big thunder thighs. You know.
Right.
What's up with that cape?
The cape design is interesting, right?
Yeah, that's what got me.
I'll give that to you. I'll give that to you. But what is with that fucking thing on his chest?
Well,
that looks like trash.
I like it. I think it's different because the thing is,
it looks like a box. He has a black box on his chest. Why does he have a black box on his chest?
I told you I designed a Batman that had the same exact.
Right. Yeah.
For me, it was gonna be the way I designed all my Batman. They're all armored. They all have armor, you know. So they're very knightish. So they all have like metal.
Mine up here is always more theatrical, a little more like a Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah, more like just like tight leotards and shit like that.
You know which design I really liked? I really liked the anime or the manga. I'm sorry, the manga Batman. Right?
I like.
Where he has a helmet. It looks kind of like the one that William Finley is wearing in Phantom of the Paradise.
Oh, okay, the big. Yeah. And and then he has like these pauldrons that are sort of Egyptian style. Right.
And there's something about that design that's romantic, right?
Oh, yeah.
In a really cool way.
I think that this cape is going to go hard. And I think even if the book fails, people are going to use that in movies and different comics. Like, once a good idea is out of the bag, it's like, dude, even Batman just having hooks on the side and ripping people down. And just
climbing up the walls like a bat.
Yeah, like that. Like just kind of going like that.
We've seen bats doing that. Yeah, no, because that would also be
brilliant. It's creepy and brilliant, and it's like, fuck,
like,
dude.
Fuck, right?
Like
Which is what you want the villains to do. You want the villains to go, what the fuck?
Yeah, and if it's and it's brilliant, and I liked his run that he did with Capullo. It wasn't really woke that I remember, and it was good. He did 50 issues. It was sick. So I'm just hoping he fucking doesn't. Hope he just does his job and doesn't do the fucking diversity shit so much. You know what I mean?
He may have to. He may have to.
Yeah.
You know, Jason Aaron, of course, bent down and kissed the ring.
Yeah,
And
we'll see what's up. He's coming over. He's writing Conan too. I hope his shit isn't going to be all fucked up too. We'll see.
We saw what his Marvel Conan was, and that was That was an idiotic idea to make Conan comics at woke Marvel.
That, and then I wasn't a big fan of. I wasn't a big fan of Thora either, even though that was a Walter Simonson idea. Thora, he created her.
No, yeah,
I'm
that's
not a big
bullshit too.
I wasn't really into that, I don't think Thor's a job title, even if it is a Kirby type character. It's still a god.
Thor is the fucking character, yeah, and the
character
that has a story.
Titles, so,
but here's the thing. You know what's funny? You could do a cross-dressing Thor, and it would be lore accurate.
Yeah, no, because that's what he did in mythology.
Yeah, exactly. And that story's meant to be funny. Right?
Yeah, no, it is. It is funny.
Thor's right, but Thor in drag,
he did that shit.
Actually lore accurate.
It's like Tuamfu, motherfucker.
Right, so then do that. Right?
Yeah, do that.
Do that.
Well, dude, if they did that like in 1990, people would be fucking smacking their knees like Walter Simonson's Frog Thor,
Oh, well, look.
It'd be funny. You know what I mean?
I love me some fucking Throg.
I'd be laughing. And
Throg is the shit. Throg is the shit.
That's Mad Morgan and Willow, You're a beaut. Remember? He's like, leave me alone. Remember he's wearing the drag and he's hitting on her.
Yeah.
No.
Did you read Lockjaw and the Pet Avengers?
Nah, dude.
That was good. That was really, really good. I mean, it was a kid's comic, right? But it brought all of the Marvel pets together, the Pet Avengers, right? And it was, and one of them, fucking Throg. Right, so I was just like, first of all, I love me some Lockjaw. Then you fucking throw in some fucking Throg. I'm fucking down for Throg within anything. You can never have too much Throg.
I love Kirby shit, man. Like it's hard. Like I love it. I don't know. I just love how fun his panels are.
Both definitive
I like his big ass fists. A lot of artists now are starting to lean into that Kirby style. Like they don't give a fuck. Like,
oh man, that issue where he introduces
big ass
Hercules.
Fists. People are drawing big ass fists now, and like some people are, like they don't give they don't care. Like accomplished, fools that have been around, they're just tweaking their style, having some fun. Like dude, it's okay. You're making a comic. Draw them fists big. Make them biceps and
they're using 3D models and shit like that, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, dude, I did a review on the new EC horror comic.
Disgusting.
I don't know if you checked it out, the new EC horror comic. But yeah, dude, they have 3D models in it, and
oh my god.
Half the stories were woke, so I can't I try not to tear shit down in the indie scene with my reviews, but with the shit that's in the mainstream.
You gotta be honest too.
Gotta be honest. That's why I don't really, I've been lucky that way in most of the books that I've backed. I like a lot of them. I haven't really, found too many.
Yeah, I wouldn't personally wouldn't review a book that I didn't like.
Yeah, but
I'm not saying it's wrong for somebody else to do it. I'm saying I personally wouldn't.
Yeah. So for mainstream, I don't know. I'm gonna.
We can, because here's the thing. It's not like we're gonna even affect their sales.
No, we're not. So
it's not like being a theater critic. I always thought that's got to be the most fucked up job, because literally the critics decide whether a play succeeds or fails.
Who's gonna go after the EC art, dude? Are you gonna go after the 3D model stuff or the highly detailed black and white art with wrinkles and worms crawling and what I mean, highly detailed wrinkles and rotting flesh, you know what I mean? That's where people are going to go after EC. That's what I'm expecting for launch, and you get that in the first page.
Disgusting.
You get that in the first page, and then it moves into 3D models. And I had to
say man,
so and I will continue to do some, and if it's something I really want to see succeed, I'm gonna voice my opinion. And if it's like, dude, you guys haven't been around for decades, so you're fucking up.
We're fucking up.
And the people that you need to go after is not kids that don't read comics. You need to go after guys that are still alive. And you want to try
old white dudes,
nurture. Yes,
dudes like me. I'm the audience for that shit.
Well, dude, that's older. It's older dudes. Go after them, and then they can let them show the newer the kids. And
maybe they'll vibe off of it, right? Because the thing is, it's like you know, as we grew older, comics became more and more sophisticated.
Correct.
Right.
So now comics
the
are for older
writing
people.
really improved. Like,
Mhm.
I mean, I think
For the
that
most
right
part.
before, like around 2008 or so,
Yeah. Mhm.
that the level of the writing was the best it had ever been.
I could
Right?
see that.
There was a fucking sweet spot there where I was,
Yeah.
I'm talking about in general, right? Where
Right,
it's just
right.
like, holy shit, it's just like the bar had been really, really raised as high as it ever went. And then, of course, it just went after the
I'm
Avengers.
thinking in like, if I keep making comics and hopefully I get, you know, level up, I think that like in about 20 years, I want to just focus on doing like teenage shit and like stuff that's cool, dude. But like the whole family could read. I want to, you know,
Yeah.
movies, comics, books, things like that, to where there's not that many like things that are cool, like the whole family could look at and be cool. Like I'm trying to find scary movies right now for me and my kid to watch that are cool,
Right.
that we're both gonna like, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm trying to
Age
get her on
appropriate.
the black and white stuff. No one wants to touch that shit, you know. I'm like, well, Abbott and Costello, that was my way in, and then Mel Brooks' Young Frankenstein, and then eventually once you get in there, scary is scary, you know. And then I'm looking at a House on a Haunted Hill, the original black and white one. There's some scary stuff in there.
Yeah,
you know?
there is. That
So I'm probably
woman
gonna watch that tonight. Yeah, you know, and
just floating by, the way she just floats by.
can't stay up, but swinging by to hit the like and give some love. Have a good night. Thanks, brother.
Thanks,
I appreciate it,
Thank
man.
you, brother. We appreciate you.
Love that guy, man.
Yeah, most definitely.
But I'm just thinking about that, man. You know, I've always thought about that a little bit. Like, damn, dude, gotta make some cool stuff for try to make some cool stuff for kids, and you know that the adults can read too.
Yeah.
You know? Like
yeah,
that,
I mean,
it's hard, right? I think that's the hardest thing to do, right? I think it's easier to make stuff just for kids. I think that might be hard too, and then also make stuff that's like kind of rated hard. Getting that middle ground, for me, I think it's hard personally.
I mean, I try to make Six Gun Gorilla PG-13.
Yeah.
Right. I would love to do comics that are like a little more kid friendly for sure.
That's what
but
I mean.
It's just like I foresee, like Preston and I have got like a bunch of projects coming up together.
So I say in 20 years.
It's fucking Preston, man. So like, I got to give him some fucking gory, fucked up shit to
that's
draw.
What I need. That's what I need to do too. I got at least about 20 years of it left in me. So once I do that and I shit out all that stuff that I want out of my system, then I kind of want to move into more, you know, just cool, you know, stuff that the family could like. You know, I want to do like scary storybooks. I want to do comics. You know, that's the goal. You know,
Hell yeah,
I'm thinking about that. You know, and even maybe some of my characters. You know, you have like the rated R Batman, and then you have the kid Batman. There's different versions. You could do that with your characters too. You know, so.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. The Six Gun Gorilla Hanna-Barbera cartoon.
Yeah, that'd be sick. You know, like, you know what I mean? I mean, even some of the like we watched Scooby-Doo, man. We love Scooby-Doo here. You know, some of them are kind of spooky. You know, cheesy in a way. I mean, but when they're young, they're really spooky, especially the right ones. Like the one that was really good was Courage and Scooby-Doo, like the
dog.
Yeah, and well, that show's creepy as all get out. That's a great one. But they did a crossover with Scooby-Doo. The crossover movie with Scooby-Doo that came out last year.
Did they really? I didn't know that.
It was solid. It was solid. It was good. It was epic. It was epic and good. And I love the Scooby-Doo movies. I don't know. I think they're cool.
See, I haven't seen them. You see, that's the thing is I don't have kids, and when parents, they end up watching all the kid shit because they have kids.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, and you get a little more vulnerable too once you have kids. Like I think you can a little bit and like see things a little differently. And I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna change your perspective on like everything. I would think.
I came up with like a concept for like a rated R version of like Scooby-Doo, you know, and like different things for it.
Yeah.
And I seen someone else did it too, you know. I was like, oh, because I seen that like Scooby Apocalypse. I think Jim Lee worked on with DC, but I had something a little more like hard R, you know. Like,
did you ever read Undead with Archie?
No, with Sabrina.
The Archie horror comics?
No,
they're brilliant.
That's what I hear. Yeah,
they're brilliant.
Yeah,
Undead zombie Jughead is the shit. Awesome. I'm telling you, I was blown away. I was like, holy shit! They made this like a real, genuine, balls out horror comic. I'm like, what the fuck? And yeah, brilliant. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think they ever wrapped that up because.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they just fucking grabbed the writer, who is amazing, just grabbed him for the TV shows.
Yeah, man. Did you go see Deadpool and Wolverine yet?
No, because I promised myself I was going to see Long Legs first, but now
Yeah,
I've
that
seen
movie
Long Legs.
looks so good. I can't wait to see it.
The fucking once again, man, the fucking bait gets like tastier
That
and
dude
tastier.
has
Like
an
now that
8-pack.
I found out that Wesley's in it.
He's in it, dude. And I saw I saw the scene with Gambit, some line delivery. I'm like, damn, this fool did a good job. He did a real good job.
I hate
And then I
Shadow
saw I hate him too, but he did a good job. And then then I saw the
Give
fight
credit where
sequence.
credit's due.
I'm like, oh, the fight sequence. Oh, damn, that was pretty good. He did, like he was busting some ass, And then
Well, it's
I'm
all
like,
fan service, I've heard.
and I saw Wesley pull out like a new blade, like a nice little like, oh, okay, what's he gonna do with that one? Like an Indian style one that like my grandpa would have from the Korean War. I'm like, okay,
Oh man,
what's he gonna do with that? I'm like, ah. So I want to see it real bad. And then, dude, that fool's got an 8-pack. I saw him flexing, Hugh Jackman. I think that I don't think they're gonna get rid of him just yet. I think that they're gonna keep him around for a few more.
They're gonna hang on to him for long as they possibly fucking can. They're gonna squeeze every fucking last. Yeah.
I probably would.
Look, he's been holding Wolverine down for what, 20 years?
Yeah, I'd hold him down another 20. I mean, if he looks that good, dude, he looks better now. He looks the best he's ever looked now. He's got an 8-pack. He's got an 8-pack, Brian.
Damn.
Yeah, I was like,
well, he's a dancer, right? So he's one of those people that needs to always be limber, right? Because he's like a live theater guy.
Patrick Swayze's, you know what I'm talking? That's how I always looked at it,
Yeah, exactly.
My dad would tell me at a young age, like a lot of these martial artists and stuff, they're dancers, man. That's how they're so nimble and to do all that shit. He's like, you ever want to get into acting, you might want to start learning how to do that ballet shit and dancing and martial arts and stuff. I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna do that.
They're totally related. And you need 6 strength for fucking ballet. That's
on your toes.
People don't realize that. Like ballet dancers are crazy. They're leaping through the air, running around on their toes, leaping through the air, landing on their fucking toes. What the fuck? Man. Yeah, what about crazy strength?
What's your take on since I got you here on Robert Downey Jr. as Doom?
Shit.
We never talked about this.
Fuck that shit. Fuck you, Marvel. Fuck you, Disney Marvel.
I was like, dude, what are you doing, man?
I could care less.
That was horrible.
I
was like, I don't want to see like an alternate version of Tony. I don't want to see Tony
fuck themselves.
I don't want to see him. That's like the worst thing they could have done, I think. And we're always talking about Doom on here. I was kind of trolling you right now.
My favorite character, dude.
Yeah,
my favorite. My favorite supervillain, and really, like in terms of like cape shit, pretty much my favorite character.
And I'm like, dude, he needed a new movie. Like, so does that mean he's going to be in the new Fantastic Four movie? It's obviously going to be Tony Stark. Even if it's not, we don't see his face. It's too big of two characters for one man to play. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, well, Thanos and Cable, that was Brolin. Nah, that was two different.
And it's not going to be a Sergio Leone thing. I don't think. I don't think it's going to be a Sergio Leone thing, right? What do
you mean by that?
Well, I mean, like Lee Van Cleef played, Colonel Mortimer, and for a few dollars more, and then he played Angel Eyes, a villain in Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Oh yeah.
And Gian Maria Volante played villain in Fistful of Dollars, and then played another villain, a different villain, and for a few dollars more, right? Oh, so he would just use the same actors, but they'd be playing different characters. I don't think modern audiences can wrap their heads around that. They've just managed to wrap their heads around the idea of a multiverse, right? I think that's too much. I think that's too much multiverses for normies. What up, K-pop?
Multiverses to me are I just hate them. I like it. I like it when people die and people, end.
I like Elseworld shit though.
Elseworld's cool. Where if you just call it Elseworlds, like don't say it's a parallel. Just say this is Elseworlds. I don't want there to be known universes within canon. Just be like, no, this is an Elseworld. It's not part of the canon or nothing.
Flashpoint, Thomas Wayne, Batman.
Oh yeah,
is fucking amazing. That's the best Elseworld alternate dimension Batman of all time.
Bro, there's just sick ass shit in parallel realities. Like, well, what about this? And there's so many things that are so awesome, dude. But it's just like, I like in the movies and stuff. I kind of don't want to just say that.
No, it's done.
The movie's
already
big enough. It's expensive enough as it is. You get actors that they're going to age themselves out of them, and where
are the fucking X-Men? And they're going to bungle the Fantastic Four. I'm
well,
too used to having my fucking
brother.
heart broken. I'm just like,
have you seen the
just
footage from
removing
Comic-Con?
myself emotionally from anything that they're doing.
Have you seen the footage from Comic-Con for the Fantastic Four?
No.
Oh, dude, it like I mean, saved from Reed Richards, you know, it looks, because it's in the 60s, you know, and it's just like everything I would imagine, you know, like from when I think of the Fantastic Four, I imagine like the 60s and this family like unit that's
they're
strong.
going. What they're doing is
what
they're doing the same that what God, why am I blanking on his name? The guy who did Kick-Ass. What the director of X-Men First Class did. Right?
Yeah, they're doing.
Remember how that was set in the 1960s?
It was good too. It was the best X-Men movie, I think. Whatchamacallit, yeah. But this one, like, you know, it's very retro. It looks like it's filmed that way, like with the same lens. And you have the Thing. He's on like the dating show they used to have back in the times, you know, where they hide behind the wall and they're sitting there lined up, you know.
They showed him?
Yeah. He looks good.
Does he?
I don't know if he's CGI, but he looks cool. Like from he's huge. The only thing, like Reed Richards, like he's got the sound, and he, you know, but he doesn't, with the mustache, it just kind of doesn't look. It's not Reed, you know.
Like what the fuck?
He looks like a cool like he fits like in a scientist kind of role. Like,
does he have the gray?
Yeah, he does. But he's got the mustache, so this looks like kind of, you know, Ricardo Richards, you know.
Oh God.
So I mean, he's a good actor and all, but it's just kind of like they're changed. Like get rid of the mustache at least, dude. You know. Ditch the mustache, bro.
Yeah. You know what? They can go fuck themselves. I really don't care.
And they got Galactus in there, you know? I don't know if he's in them. Like, they're just like, but it looked cool. But anyways, the whole Doom thing, man. There's so many actors that they could have caught for that, like Viggo Mortensen. You know, they could have got William Fichtner. He would have been good.
Vincent Perez. Vincent Perez, I thought would have been perfect because he could play a gypsy really well.
Nikolai Coster-Waldau, that dude from Game of Thrones, he would have been good.
Dude, so many. I mean,
it's just all these actors, dude. You know, that dude from Vikings would have been great. He's the guy that played Rollo. He doesn't get any fucking roles either. What, I forgot his name.
I noticed that. Yeah,
forgot what his name is.
You could have had a bunch of actors, but they want Robert Downey Jr. back because
it's a cash grab.
This is their idea of getting their mojo back because they know they fucked up. Yeah, evidently, Deadpool and Wolverine is all about roasting the Marvel Universe movies from like the last like 10 years, right?
Yeah, I was just really like hoping towards Doom. Even Cavill would have been good, you know. Like there's like
there's
even Adam Driver would have been good as Doom, you know. Like
you could have gone. Yeah, look, there's so many actors. I would have preferred one that could convincingly play a gypsy. That would be cool. But.
And also, like, I think it would have been.
They're gonna fuck it up. They're gonna fuck it up.
Could have got a big. I think they could have got a big name like Robert Downey Jr. Like, too. Like they could have hired a big ass actor that could have pulled something. You know, someone that's. I mean, obviously Robert Downey Jr. is the biggest actor, the highest paid actor, I think maybe of all time now. He turned into the biggest actor, right? But they could have pulled like a Brad Pitt or something. You know, like Brad Pitt, you know, or something. I'm not saying Brad Pitt, but someone like that big, or Tom Cruise. Not Tom Cruise either. But someone like maybe in that arena of a big name. You don't have to just get fucking. If anything, just bring Iron Man back, motherfucker. Don't bring back. Don't recast him as Doctor Doom. That shit's so fucking gay.
It's retarded.
Like, it's Doomsday. Like, dude, that's a Superman villain, dude. I know it's a comic too from Marvel, but it's like, I don't know. I just wanted to get your take on it. You know, like I was really looking forward to seeing like Latveria and like the Doom bots and all the clunky like Kirby shit. You know, and it's just kind of.
They're not going to do that.
They're
not going to do that. And anything that looks cool is bait.
It's very bait. Like that Snyder Comics bait too. I know it's bait. That's a good way to put it. With the Batcape and that. He's like, I got this cool new Batcape. You guys want to come check it out? It's like, no, I'm not going to read it, dude. That's a bait comic, bro. I know how you roll now.
Yeah, fuck that shit. You know, and with their Star Wars, that's the thing. People have caught on. Right? People have caught on. That's why X-Men 97 was a bomb, was a failure, even though they're making a second season. Like the audience that would have appreciated that didn't tune in, didn't watch it because they're just too used to getting fucked.
Yeah. No, I mean they're doing a season 2 of that.
I know, I'm happy because that was really good.
Yeah.
But then I hear that Andor is supposed to be a really great series, but people don't tune into that either because they're too used to getting fucked.
Another thing is too with me, like I think
Bro, Chris.
So I see all these fucking like these it's real basic, you know. I'm a real basic guy. What up, Chris? Long time no see. For me with these Star Wars show, bro, these characters, they all look fucking stupid. Like all the designs, they look fucking.
Do any of them look cool or interesting?
They look fucking retarded. Even Ahsoka does with their big old tubes coming out of her head. Like to me, that's not fun to look at. I'm like, I already get bored looking at it, you know. Like, no, don't make a Darth Maul TV show. Don't do that. Don't make a Vader TV show. No one will watch that, you know. Then you have like all these other Andor, like the little side piece, fucking the little dude running around from fucking Rogue One. I don't give a fuck about him. Like, I want to see some badass characters. Like, what was that Cad Bane, like gunslinger dude? You know what I'm talking about? He would have been cool. I'd watch the fuck out of that.
Yes.
Like, who wouldn't watch that? The Mandalorian? He looked cool. Like, you have to have a cool looking character for me to even tune in. I won't even look.
But they fucked up. They fucked up with the Boba Fett
I won't watch
series.
your movie. I won't watch none of your shit unless your character looks cool. You know, I can't. I want to be looking at some cool shit, doing some badass shit. First of all, you know, then you can make him cry. Then you can kill his wife. Then you could do whatever the fuck you want to do with them, scorch his earth. But first of all, they got to kind of look cool most of the time. Most of the time, you know, especially if it's like that high fantasy or something, you know.
Yes, like, something that would make a little kid go, ooh.
Dude, have you seen what they did to the Batman cartoon? Have you seen what they did to the Batman cartoon?
Yeah, that's another one I'm giving the
finger to. That's the worst. I hate to say this, but
Bruce Timm is the bait, and yeah.
Well, I heard he was the one that was like, ooh, fuck these fanboys, allegedly. Right. But like, fucking dude, like for me, it's like the cream of the crop of woke shit. It has all these boxes that they check off on it, you know, like everything, right? And then they try to reel you in with the fucking Bruce Timm nostalgia, you know, and they're trying to make it kind of a little bit more like rated R, and then they're making it a little more darker, like, you know, gritty, like noir, like pulpy from like the Kane times, you know. And it's like, okay, perfect. That's kind of what a lot of dudes want, you know. And then you get in there, and it's like, what the fuck is this, Oswalda? Then you have like all these race swaps. You know what I mean? There's a lot of shit, a lot of Easter eggs in there. There's like 20 of them allegedly, and it looks dope. But I'm not gonna read it, and then I'm not gonna watch it, you know. And then you got fools like your boy Zach. He's just like he's anti SAW now. So I think
I know he's rebranded. I think he's rebranded.
I think he's rebranding now, like just trying to kind of steer this way.
That's his hustle. You know, I don't necessarily always get down on people for their hustle. I understand why they do it. I can't ever be anything less than authentically me. Right?
He's got some good points. That's why I still continue to watch him, and I won't like unsubscribe from him. You know what I mean?
No.
But it's just like, dude, you're tripping, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
we can disagree.
Like, that's dumb. You know, but it's like, no, this is dumb. I think that there's nothing I have no desire in watching this. Like, I'm not gonna watch it. And the thing is, if we do watch this shit, they're just going to keep making more of it, you know?
Exactly.
That's the thing. So you have to spit the feed in the fucking faces of the herders. Otherwise, they're going to continue to feed you shit sandwiches, and you're going to lather it all over your face, and you're going to dip it in some fucking au jus, and you're going to smear it all over your face more. No, I don't want that shit. Let it go, and don't buy it. Don't watch it. And it's not going to come back. And then praise the stuff that is good. You know what I mean? Yeah. Watch that stuff. Check that shit out, you know? Otherwise, they're going to keep making the shit. Look at what happened with fucking Bud Light. You think they're still making that shit the way? No. Fools got pissed off, and you got to boycott shit. You know, It is what it is. You know.
Yep.
That's people are saying don't boycott, but it's like you can boycott by not.
You can absolutely boycott. It's not the same thing as canceling somebody.
Yeah. Oh,
right.
Yeah, no.
It's just like they're manufacturers, and think of them as manufacturers because what are they putting out? Manufactured product. They're not making art. They're making content.
Exactly. They're making.
Do you know what I'm saying? This shit's coming off a fucking assembly line.
Mm-hmm.
They do not give a rat's ass about making something that's good.
And it's not art; it's anti-art. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And they're really pushing this global postmodernist.
It's not
bullshit.
cinema.
No, it's not. So it's like on a conveyor belt. All right, you got the crap. You got the fucking postmodernist shit. That's yourself. Boom, boom.
Remember, Scorsese caught a lot of heat because he said Marvel movies aren't cinema, right? And I'm like, well, they're movies.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, they're art, but is it cinema? I knew exactly what he meant.
Yeah, I know what he's talking about. I think he might. I don't think he's 100% right on that.
It's product.
I don't think all of it's product.
It's shitty products too. It's not even good product.
I would say most of it is. I say he's mostly right, but not all of it.
Mostly right.
couple in there are I would say I would consider cinema. Maybe not.
Oh,
maybe
for
not
sure.
like,
Some of the early ones. Yeah.
So,
But but Disney Marvel? Fuck no. It's product. It's product, and it's made by people that hate you. It's made by people who have no love. I guarantee the person that's making the Fantastic Four movie probably never even heard of the Fantastic Four.
And it's like,
they
okay.
actually intentionally pick people that are completely ignorant of these characters, right? As opposed to someone like David S. Goyer, who like knows his shit and has like a monstrous comic book collection.
And the thing is, like, you don't have to watch it to like some people got to watch it to review it or whatever. You know what I mean? Or if you're going to talk about, or if you are going to watch it, I don't know. But the thing is, people do need to speak out about it. I know people. There's a massive, base out there of YouTubers that watch the shit and they review it, and that's how they make their living. But the thing is, they are essential to the movement of
well, that's their hustle. That's their hustle.
And
right?
I mean, but essentially, it has to happen. They have to do that. You know what I mean? Shit needs to go bye-bye. You know what I mean? So,
right. And you need to start ignoring. Basically, I think we just need to start ignoring.
Hey, how's it going?
Yo, what up?
Hello, boys.
I think we just need to start ignoring it, man. I think we need.
You gotta ignore it. But the thing is, too, you have to bash it a little bit so people know to ignore it. Like, you need to be reminded that people shouldn't watch it.
I think at this point, the people that need to know.
They need to know, but at the same time,
because they're hemorrhaging money.
Well, I mean, you look at the fucking games right now. You got a man beating the fuck out of a woman. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you want your rights? I'll give you some fucking rights. I'll give you the right to get punched in your face. That's women's rights now. Women's rights are getting punched in their fucking face.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
No,
well, you know what?
I mean, we have to speak out against this globalist fucking postmodernist bullshit. Anybody can do anything. Anybody can be anything. Anybody can punch whoever the fuck they want. Even if they have different chromosomes. No, fuck that.
Yeah.
We need to not be complacent. People are going to make money off fucking the bullshit that they're calling out. They're essential. You just don't have, like I said, I even put that on your boy Zach's thing. You might just want to scroll through your fucking YouTube a little bit and not look at their shit. But they're kind of essential to a certain degree. Even if they do have their hustle, they're essential, because these fools need to be called out. They need to be boycotted,
I agree with that. I agree with that.
That's the way I feel about it, man.
Well, there's nothing wrong with calling out trash when you see it. And especially when it's like malicious trash.
Yes, when it's egregious postmodernist fucking anti-art that needs to be called out.
Yeah, pretty much. When it's a big fuck you to the actual fans of the stuff, where it's just like, well, we're gonna give all of you like original fans the finger, and then we're gonna go after this new audience that doesn't exist because they're all reading fucking manga and watching anime.
Yeah,
they're into the Japanese shit. They know that the shit you're putting out is trash too.
Yeah, and it's like
that's why they're into the fucking Japanese shit. It's because that shit's dope because they've got cool shit. I wish they would discover French comic books too. Unfortunately, there's no such thing as like French anime.
What if you got home from work, right? It's 1930s. You just got done, building a skyscraper in New York. You go up to the newspaper stand, you pick up some Conan, you know what I mean? And he's wearing lipstick and a wig, and he's a woman now.
Yeah,
you know
boy.
What I mean? What are you gonna do? You think they would boycott that shit back then?
Of course.
They'd be like, hey, what the fuck is this? I'm not reading this. Get this shit out of here. Fuck you. Fuck,
Yes, they would just be bewildered.
They'd be fucking mad because that's all they had, bro. And like you get a lot of this. Oh, these fucking these men now. They're all a bunch of fucking man babies that live at home with their moms, and they're a bunch of fucking white trash idiots that just go on Twitter like, fuck you, motherfucker. Fuck that. That shit wouldn't have happened like that, dude. Nah. Even back in the day, motherfuckers would have been boycotting this bullshit. They wouldn't have been putting up with this postmodern bullshit.
But you see, that's the thing. That's the thing is,
and it's always like easy to talk shit on people like they are now. Like they're calling people a bunch of fucking 50, 40, 60-year-old nerds that they're just bitching about. Nah, fuck that. We would have been bitching about that shit way back in the day.
Yes.
So the problem is we would have went even harder on those motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
Look at the woke Ghostbusters, right?
Yeah.
And how they were trying to blame that on sexism. It's like, no, the trailer was trash.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's superhero fatigue. No, it's shit movie fatigue.
Yeah,
if the superhero movies were consistently dope or even occasionally dope, people would be into it. It's just people aren't into it because the shit you're making sucks ass. And so the audience is shrinking.
And there's been badass female like character warriors. Like look at Valeria from Robert E. Howard. She had books. Look at Dark Agnes. Those are just two. There's a bunch.
They've
There's
always been around. They've always been around.
Warrior women have been around, dude. You know what I mean? It's nothing new. You know what I mean?
Right, but you didn't have to put right. But the thing is, that's for them. Their characters are basically guys with tits, right?
Yeah,
and sociopathic ones, right? Yeah. But it's not just about elevating. In order to elevate their female heroes, they have to piss all over and punch down the male characters, right?
Yeah.
So it's not just about elevating the women. You have to degrade the male characters because they're trying to basically eliminate masculinity. It's a psyop.
Exactly. 100%.
They're trying to turn our daughters into fucking guys and our fucking sons into girls.
They're like, so you're telling me it's okay for my son to do stuff like that?
Not coming from the fucking top.
Yeah, exactly. So you're telling me it's cool for my son to be that way right now? Like you want him to do those things, and it's cool for him to watch that stuff. You fucking insane? No, my son, fuck that. You're tripping. You're saying that's cool? And they have these fucking parades. Like, nah, get the fuck out
dude,
of
like
here.
the Olympics. They scrub that shit so fast. They scrub that shit.
My wife tried to watch the new Ghostbusters movie and could only endure 30 minutes.
Yes.
She's my
women
canary.
Should be offended. That's the thing. Women should be the most offended by that shit.
And I'm hers. Yeah, for sure, man. No, my wife, she don't put up with shit. She's like, fuck that, you know.
They should be really offended. That's the really ridiculous thing because it's trash.
Yeah. Yeah, complete trash. It's an insult, you know. It's a very insulting.
Yes, they're the ones who should really be offended, but most people are basic and they're just going to fucking go with the flow. They don't want to lose their friends, right? They don't want to be shunned. They don't want to be isolated. They don't want to be pushed out of their social group. So people go along with it.
People aren't, you know, I don't know. I guess you got to kind of be like, be down to be a hermit or be okay with being alone by yourself for you to speak your mind. And most people aren't like that. Well, most people aren't, you know. I know. I don't care. I speak my mind.
Because I had a solitary childhood. So to me, it's just like, whatever.
I didn't. But it's like, I'm down. You know what I mean? Like if shit happens, then shit happens. You know, I'll move on. You know, I'll just keep going.
Right.
You know, but most people, like, I understand, dude. Like, they don't want to lose their jobs. They don't want to lose their friends. And me, I'm just like, well, you know what? I'll get another job, and you weren't my fucking friend anyway. Because a friend would you know understand certain things and not agree. Like I got people friends that don't agree with me politically. Like they're all like, you know, pro like, you know, liberals and shit. I live in California, you know, and I try to say things to them, but they're just like, they go into this like robot mode. Like, no, that's not cool. Orange man bad. Vote for a black woman.
Yeah.
I mean? Like, no, dude. It doesn't work that way, dude. It doesn't work that way. You're California. Let me explain to you about your little district attorney, bitch. You know, let me tell you something.
Right.
And they're like, no,
but they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it.
Man, bad. No, it's okay. Like, okay, bro.
They don't want to hear it.
So let's talk about some other bullshit. You know, you want me to go fix that?
Exactly.
You know. So I don't know. But the thing is, I don't really. Actually, to be honest, dude, most of my friends are pretty just normie dudes, but they're pretty based. They just call shit out, you know, and just the way how things have changed. They're just like, oh, fuck this shit. You know, it's actually more like coworkers.
We need to form a third group, the no bullshit group, where regardless of what side is spewing bullshit, you call out bullshit when you see it.
Exactly. No, I hear you on that one. Yeah.
That's the problem. Everybody's just like, oh, no, well, I'll either buy into this bullshit or that bullshit. How about the no bullshit
no
party,
bullshit.
Right? But no, it can't.
Well, for me, brother,
it can't happen.
I'm on the
too fucking brainwashed.
I'm on the I don't want to pay like a certain amount of money for my groceries and my gas. I'm gonna vote for Trump shit. You know what I mean? Even if he's done some fucked up shit or hasn't.
I'm voting for that piece of shit.
I know that things were a lot smoother when he was in office than they are now. And I know that it's fucking way better.
Kamala Harris, they're really leaving us with no choice. If I had to, I could vote third party like I always do because I live in the state of New York, right?
Right.
So I can afford to use my vote that way. But if you gave me a choice between Trump and Kamala Harris, it's not even close because the day she gets into fucking office, Kamala Harris is going to start another war. She's going to attack Iran.
She's a warmonger, you know?
Yeah. I mean, not that Trump is any good when it comes to like human rights, or do you know what I'm saying? And like genocide, they're not giving you an option to vote for somebody that's against genocide, right? They're not doing that. No, the person that you vote for is going to be down with genocide. I refuse, right? I just refuse. I'm like, I'm not voting for either of these motherfuckers. But if you had a gun to my fucking head, Trump in a fucking heartbeat.
Exactly.
Right? If I believed in that whole lesser of two evils thing, it's not even fucking close. Kamala Harris is sadistic.
Yeah,
dude.
she's crazy, dude.
Sadistic. She likes hurting people.
Yeah, and she's like fucked upwards. You know what I mean? Now people fail upwards. She kind of like.
Oh my god! And she's a mushmouth too.
Yeah, dude. And she's like I her whole thing is state the obvious. That's her whole shtick. I state the obvious, but I'm gonna state the obvious some more, and it's just bullshit too. You know?
Oh, dude.
Like the sky is blue. Water is wet. Did you know water is wet?
Yeah.
Water will be
it's
wet
not even
tomorrow.
good bullshit.
And did you know water was wet yesterday? Like it's just stupid random.
Obama?
State the obvious.
Obama was a Republican, right? But he could fucking spit, right? He was an MC. He was talented. He had mad crazy skills, right? Unlike somebody like Bush, right? And Kamala Harris is Bush level stupid.
Trump will fuck him up though, dude, on the mic. Trump would fuck.
I can't. Oh yeah, no. Well, he would
destroy. He would destroy that motherfucker on the mic.
Oh man,
I love watching that on the mic.
I mean, I still don't see how.
She just canceled the second debate. I literally feel sorry for that bitch because I know Trump's just going to destroy her.
Don't feel sorry for her, dude. Not even a little, man. Not even a little.
I love watching him. No, I don't feel sorry for her. I don't, dude. I know all of her shit. I'm just talking.
Not even a little. Not even a little. It's like feeling bad for Henry Kissinger. You know what I'm saying?
I don't feel bad for her, dude. I don't feel bad for her, not at all.
Fuck
I'm
her.
just talking shit. I just know he's going to destroy her, and I can't wait to get my.
I know.
And hopefully she loses. I really don't think she's going to lose. I think that everyone's going to steal. They're going to steal the election.
But she's going to be installed.
As they did before. It happened. They did steal the election. Everyone knows it. Everyone's seen Biden's turnouts. You know, most of America
can't fill a fucking high school gymnasium.
Most of America votes, and there's hundreds and thousands, millions of closet Trump voters that voted for Trump.
Yeah, there are.
Again,
just like there were a lot of closet Obama voters too.
I'm thinking there might be a civil war, bro. Like if he doesn't win, I think there will be a civil war. If she wins, there'll be a couple. No, of course. I mean, they'll make money from it. I mean,
they might want that. I mean, I don't know. I don't. You know,
if she wins, there'll be some riots, but then that shit will probably end.
Or a federal building is blowing up.
Something like that. Yeah, like I mean, when they lost like $2 trillion, was it 9/10 and the 9/11, the fucking two towers? We lost $2 trillion. Pentagon the next day, 9/11 it happened. You know. But about the 2 trillion, oh no, 9/11. So like things happen, you know.
Yep.
It's fucking weird.
That's for damn sure, brother, man. I need to go. I'm fucking starving. But thank you so much for having me on, man, and thank you for pimping my shit. And the new pages look sweet, like chef's kiss, sweet.
Hell yeah! Thanks, man.
All right, man. Peace and love.
Peace. Yeah, man. We're gonna be doing the believe the Mercenary with Franco Nero this week on Brian's channel. It'd be on Thursday. Franco Nero's badass. He played Django. I highly recommend Django if you haven't seen it. It's the movie that Django Unchained was inspired by. And just imagine a cowboy going down a muddy road, right? And his horse, is attached to, or a coffin is attached to his horse. He's just dragging it through the mud. And that's just how the story starts up, man. So there's another movie with him, I believe, The Mercenary. We're going to be reviewing that this week on Brian Kreisgau's YouTube channel. That'll be the Spaghetti Western Jamboree. And we do that every Thursday night at 9:00 Eastern Standard Time. And 9:30 now. 9:30 now. And we always do movies that are not behind a paywall, usually Tubi, because Tubi's got all the dope shit. And it's free. So go check it out. Those, if you're not into spaghetti westerns, I highly recommend them. They're freaking awesome. They're very what's the word? Charming. Some people don't give foreign movies a good shake, but you got to know, man, foreign movies, old school movies, things like that. I'm even telling my kids when we watch black and white movies, you got to give them a chance. They got the charm. Once you kind of invest yourself into them a little bit, they have a lot to offer, new things, and they're not I call this postmodernist anti-art movie bullshit that's out there, So check it out. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Thanks for everybody that's been subbing to the channel. I've been having a pretty good month. People just been subbing a lot lately, and I thanks everyone that's been doing that. And thanks for everybody that's been checking out these independent comic book creators and their campaigns, such as The Embrace, Six Gun Gorilla. More people can check out the 656 book, the Border Mayhem All-Stars. And yeah, man, that's what we do here. We're going to be still promoting comic book creators and getting their names out there, and pushing comic books into the future, the American comic book medium, man. So everybody, thanks for watching, and always remember to be bold, be brave, and roll the bones to know your role. See you guys later. Have a good week. Stay fucking metal.